Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Parminder Kaur, and I am a Community Success Specialist for TaxCycle at Xero. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the TaxCycle webinar in which I will share why TaxCycle is so great. This session will give you a short overview of some of the key features of TaxCycle that can help you prepare tax returns faster and easier. If you are new to the tax cycle or thinking of switching, this session is a great way to get started with it. Now, agenda. Here's what we will cover today. First, I will give you a quick overview of tax cycle, what it is, and who we are at TaxCycle. Then we will dive into key features of TaxCycle that can help you streamline your tax preparation process. I will also walk you through the educational resources and support we offer. And finally, I will share the next steps if you're interested in trying or purchasing TaxCycle. If you are not yet familiar with TaxCycle, it is Windows-based tax software designed for Canadian accountants and bookkeepers with full form and filing coverage for all federal and provincial returns, including Quebec. Today, more than 6,000 tax firms and over 20,000 accountants and bookkeeping professionals across Canada rely on TaxCycle. That means it's really well-established, trusted solution, and that's one of the many reasons I am proud to be part of the team behind it. Now, when we ask our customers why they love TaxCycle, there are 5 factors come up again and again. First is TaxCycle's user experience. TaxCycle is very easy to use and simple to navigate, something our customer really appreciate. Commitment to innovation, we continuously improving TaxCycle with a keen focus on preparing for future advancements, including cloud-based solution. Responsiveness, we listen to your feedback and use it to make each version better than the last. And also we provide education and support, whether you call us or email us. We provide rapid customer support, ensuring that you receive help within minutes, especially during the busy tax season. And we make sure you are supported every step of the way with training and resources. Next one is here, price and payment flexibility. We offer a high quality product at competitive prices with flexible payment plans to accommodate your cash flow needs. Now, I would like to share one of my favorite testimonials from one of our key customers who says, the main reason we chose Xero and TaxCycle is because they are focused on making our lives as accounting professionals easier, which in turn allows us to do amazing things for our clients. Now we will cover some of the key features. I'm going to demonstrate that key features of TaxCycle that will help you maximize your productivity during tax season. And that covers client manager reports, Autofill My Return, how you can create a prior year return if you have current year return for the client, how easy it is to use review tools in TaxCycle, how to e-file in TaxCycle, and how you can print or create a PDF for your clients or for yourself. Now, I would like to mention that switching to TaxCycle is very easy. You can carry forward prior year returns from Profile, CanTax, Tax Prep, and DTMax easily using carry forward feature from the sidebar. Whether you want to carry forward a single return or you want to do it multiple, you can use batch operation to do multiple files if you want to carry forward in a single step or single click. All right, let's dive into demo here. Now, this is a start screen of TaxCycle. Once you activate your license, this is how it will look like. And I am so thrilled to guide you through TaxCycle's user-friendly interface today. And let's take a closer look at how you can navigate through our platform efficiently. You can get to the start screen from the left sidebar here, from the blue bar at the top. And once you do that, you will be able to see all the modules that are available to you. And once you click on any of that module, TaxCycle will remember the selection. And you can, whenever you will come in the future, it will remember that this is what you selected last time. And once you click on any of the module that you have here, you will be able to find related related actions for that module. For example, here we have 2025 personal tax returns, and you can create a new return, you can open a return, you can carry forward a return, and many more. Actions for the current year you can find on the left hand side, and actions for the prior year you can find on the right hand side. And if you want to look more years, you can simply click on this link and use this arrow to navigate through all the years back until 2012. Now, if you need to quickly access recent files that you have worked on, you can simply click on the name on this recent section here on the right hand side, and just simply click on the name of that taxpayer or that file. It will open that file for you. And you can easily locate clients' files from this search box at the top as well. You just want to simply type in a name, keyword, or any relevant information, and then hit search to search within the client manager. On the right-hand side, this is an options profile here that you can choose between. So what options is, this is where you set your default folders, preferences for new files, print setting, billing, e-file configuration, and more. And you can create a profile out of that so that you can use it for your office, or if you want to have a separate options or preferences for your own self, and to save it so that you can use it at home on your laptop. So you can create multiple profiles accordingly. And on the start screen, you have the ability to switch between those options profile. And on this, on the side, there is a recent sidebar, and it is designed to provide you with a quick overview of clients and returns you have worked on recently, including their status. On the left-hand side, there are more tools. You can use Client Manager, open a return. You can use options. Right from here, you can get into the template editor. And if you need to revisit or review or update your license information, you would want to click on Help, and that's where you want to update your information regarding license. If you need to send us any feedback, if you have any thoughts or suggestions about TaxCycle, you would like to click on Send Feedback. And we love to hear your suggestions here. At the news section, this is where we post updates, issues, CRA news, webinar announcements, and more. So if you want to click on any of the news that you are interested in, you would like to simply click on the headline. It will take you to the detailed version of that news. On the right-hand side, this is a support section here. This is where essential information lies. So you can always look if update is available, if your software is most up to date. And once the update is available, you can follow, very easy to follow instructions for downloading and installing the update. And this is where you can also find the documentation, release notes, access to our online community, ProTax online community, and then there is a technical support as well, and then YouTube channel as well. Now, I would like to mention that we want to dive into Client Manager reports. So once you have your Client Manager set up, you can do a lot in prioritization of returns with its help to avoid missing deadlines for your client's return. TaxCycle's powerful Client Manager makes it easy to find out which client you need to put at the top of your list. So for that, you would like to go to this blue bar on the left hand side at the top, just under the start button. You can click on Client Manager, or if you're in if you are in TaxCycle, you can simply press F3 as well. So I'm going to click Client Manager here. And as soon as you do that, you will be able to see all the clients files you have within your Client Manager. And you can see the full list here and also the number. To get to the list that you want to look into, you would like to navigate to the quick search on the right-hand side. And this is where you will find the quick searches here, and also at the bottom, custom filters. So let's say you want to look into the T1 returns not filed for the particular year. I'm going to choose the year, let's say 2023, just so we can have a big list here. So T1 not filed from quick search, and then we will scroll down and click on or choose the custom filters. From here, we will select 2023, let's say. You can choose the current year. I am just showing you the functionality, that how it works. And further down here, you can see there is a return type, and you can select T1 module. And now you can see on the left-hand side, as soon as we are selecting the filters on the right-hand side in quick searches, we have the list of the T1 returns not filed for 2023. And you can see from here, we have 85 returns. Now I will go back to the quick search because I want to show you that there is another filter that you can apply, let's say balance owing. Now, as soon as we apply that, you can see that our list is filtered further. Now, as soon as I do that, now I get the list of those clients so that I can focus on these, on filing those returns first before the deadline to avoid penalties for these clients. And if I want to, there are more filters if you want to apply, but we are happy for now. And once you have your filter or search selected, you would like to save it because you want to use this functionality again and again with a single click. So if I save this and if I go back, now if I'm coming back to the Client Manager and quick search, and I want to get the T1 not filed returns list very quickly or at my fingertips, so I can simply click on it, and you can see that I got all the list of clients that I need to work on really quick. Is very great here is that you can see the information that you want to focus on. For example, name, file. There is a lot of information you can see on these columns. So you can simply go to this drop-down arrow here, and you can see that we have selected standard column layout, but you can create your own layout under the options. And once you select what you need to look into, you would like to come in here and select that layout and just only see the information that you need. And another great thing about this list is that you can export it to Excel as well. So you can work there. So you can realize that one simple setup gives you a powerful customized reporting in Client Manager every time. Now, I would like to quickly mention that if you have a list of clients, you can also perform a batch operation. So if you select those clients here, or you can select it individually. So you would like to simply click on batch icon here, and then you can select the operation that you want. So for example, if we would have selected T1 returns transmitted from the last year and we want to carry forward all of those returns in a single click, we would have to simply click on carry forward these returns. And then it would have performed a batch operation for us in a second, and you would have seen all the files right here. So that's amazing. It can save you tremendous amount of time during the tax season here. Pretty much every professional tax software has the ability to download the data from the Canada Revenue Agency through Autofill My Return or AFR. But what matters when it comes to speed and accuracy during the tax season is how the software uses that AFR data. TaxCycle uses AFR data to help you do a better job of preparing your client's return, and we are going to show you how it does that. Now, here I have carried forward a return from 2023 to 2024, T1 return for this client, and you can identify using by looking at this purple text that this is the data that has been carried forward from the prior year. And also these slips that has a purple swoosh inside of these form icons. That means these slips have carried forward data. Now, not taking much time on this one, I want to show you how Autofill My Return works in TaxCycle. As we have authRAP, already valid authRAP for this client, so as soon as you have the authorization from the client, you will be able to see a bulletin appear at the top saying autofill my return data may be available. So if you want to go further from here, you would like to click on this link, or another way to do is you would go to the data tab at the top and then click on autofill my return. Here you can see all the clients, all the taxpayers that are available in this file here. If you want to uncheck any of these, you can do right here. You have the flexibility to choose the clients. And from here, you would go to next, and then it will take you to the CRA website, and you can put your credentials and then get data from there for your client. But I am just getting an XML file that I have prepared for demo purposes. It will respond pretty much similar as it would have done for the from the CRA website. So now I have selected here this file. All right, now this is an AFR window. Here, as you can see in TaxCycle, you always have a chance to review the downloaded data before you import it. So the AFR window lets you preview the data side by side with the amount that is already in your tax return file, so you can spot any discrepancies. So here you see this is the data we are importing. This is the data that we have downloaded but not yet imported, and this is the data that we have already in the return for this year, and then this is the data for the prior year. Another great thing about AFR in TaxCycle is that TaxCycle automatically matches the downloaded data with the slips in the return that were carried forward from the prior year. As you see here, this is a slip that we see, and this is a purple swoosh in there that is indicating that it is matching this data with the carried forward slip. Now, if you would want, you can also create a new slip, and you have all the ability and flexibility to work the way you want in TaxCycle. Another thing, if it is not able to match the slip, then it will create a brand new slip when it's needed. So for example, for the RBC investment for 5008 slips, you can see that it is creating a brand new slip with this plus sign. Now, when you are downloading many slips of same type from AFR like T3 or T5008 slips, there are tools to help you reconcile that data with your client statement. You can choose to export that data to Excel. So if we choose here T5008 slips, you see that there is a link at the bottom on right-hand side, export. You can see the number of T5008 slips we have here. So 31 T5008 slips we have here. We can click on here and it will export it to Excel for us, and we can work or reconcile against the statements there, or you can easily aggregate amounts for multiple slips into one slips to help you match the value on your client statement by clicking on here. Just you can choose the options if you want to aggregate 3 T5008 slips, or you want to aggregate 31 T5008 slips into two groups. So you can see, if you hover the cursor over it, you can see that it is showing me a message as well that two groups will be RBC and BMO investment. So you can choose how you want to work. and according to your convenience and the need of your client. You can also choose not to import a slip or all the slips of same type. You can enter them from your client statement. So if you want to do that, you can simply click on this drop down arrow, and then you can choose do not import. Or if you do not want to import same type of slips, then you would like to click on do not import all of those slips. Now I would like to import all the data, so let's click on import data here. Now, first thing you would want to look into is AFR autofill my return from represent a client a worksheet that is under summaries. This is something you would see if you were to log in to represent a client, and TaxCycle compares that downloaded data on the worksheet and slips with that already in the tax return and alerts you if there is any discrepancies or if there is any opportunity that you need to fix. Now, quick fixes makes it easy for you to look into the CRA data, what you have imported. So for example here, let's see. So this one here, you can see if I hover my cursor over it, you can see that there is a review message. So if you would like to put any number here, how much this taxpayer has contributed. So you can see that it's very easy to look into what you have imported from the CRA AFR. There is a different column for that, and then there is an actual amount. And if you need to work on any of these, you can do that easily right from here. Now, another thing actually I want to share with you here is T3 Rec Worksheet. Here you will be able to see if you choose not to import T3 slips and prefer to enter the data from statement yourself, the T3 Rec Worksheet still looks at the total from AFR to see if the amounts matches and flags any differences for you. So you can always look into here if this is something different or it's the same, and you can solve that review message accordingly. All right, I would like to mention that many preparers start and finish a return with AFR download to make sure that they have all the details. TaxCycle also highlight amended and new data in the AFR window, so you know that's what's changed since the last time you downloaded. And our customers claim that they have actually saved 10 to 15% of their time during a tax season by using AFR, and it helped them generate 20% more revenue for their business. Now let's talk about prior year returns. That is one of the exclusive features of TaxCycle, which makes it different from other tax software. Why we have a prior year return tool? Have you ever had a new customer come to you to file their current year return, but then they mention to you that they have not actually filed their prior year return as well? And you think of all that data entry that you have to do again, which could be very time consuming. And this is where TaxCycle comes in handy. In TaxCycle, you can carry back the return to the prior year and carry forward the updated information to the subsequent year, which makes TaxCycle very neat and easy tax software to work with. So first thing I would do is I would open a file that I have prepared for you all that I want to create a prior year return for. So first thing you need to do is, once I have it open, so this is 2025 return, T1 return here, you can simply right click once you have it open the return and click on prior year. Another way to do is you would like to go into the data tab, and then you want to navigate to prior year. Once you click on this drop down arrow, you would like to click on prior year. Now, as soon as you do that, TaxCycle will try to find that prior year return if it has in its database. If it cannot find, you will be able to see this type of dialog box. And as soon as we click on create, it will take all that information to the prior year. Now TaxCycle is asking me that where I want to save this file, and we want to save it into 2024. And you can see that it has already have a file naming convention as I have set into my options. So I'm going to save this. Now you can see at the top, we have 2024 T1 return for this client here. And what I wanted to show you that it has also, it has taken all the relevant information with it. So it has carry back information relevant to the prior year, like information on the info worksheet, that will be a personal information of this client or engagement, whatever the information you have for this client on the engagement worksheet, all the dependent or spouse information it has taken back to this year. And also, if there are any slips, it will take all the slip descriptions with it. If you require to prepare multiple prior years at the same time, right-click on the current page and hit on prior year and carry back again. You can carry back as far as 2012 in the TaxCycle T1. You don't need to worry about working on multiple years at once. So great thing about this is that you can refresh carry forward, which takes any new value forward to the subsequent year, and refresh prior year to carry back any new data into the previous year, updating 2-year and 5-year summary and prior year column on slips as well. So what it means is, so for example, we are in 2024 here, and this is the issuer for T4. And if I enter, let's say last year, this client's salary was 45,000. And let's, for the very the sake of the functionality, if I show you really quick that how it works, and if I go to this client's 2025 return, and we can see that we do have T4, but we don't have any data for the prior year. So what I'm going to do is data, under refresh prior year. You can see that it has shown us that it has taken us to the 2024, and we will go back to 2025. I'm going to do this again. Now it is asking us if we want it. So we need to use a refresh carry forward for this. So if we want to take the data from prior year to the subsequent year, we want to use refresh carry forward. So now you can see that it has taken all that prior year data to the subsequent year in a single click. Now we will talk about review tools. Once you have created the return, the audit and review process always runs in the background as you are preparing the return, and error indicators and bulletins appear at the top to get your attention. So I have this 2025 T1 return for this client, and you can see that we do have a valid authorization from a client, and you can see the bulletin like this appears at the top if you have. If you want to work on it, as I mentioned before, you would click on the link. It will show you what this review message or a bulletin is about, and then you can perform action from it. And another thing I would like to mention is this yellow highlighted background. This means that there is a review message. On the right-hand side, there is a colored corner triangle that is showing the severity of the message. So the blue one is more of a suggestion. So if I just simply add the email for this client, it will disappear. And if I go below here, and you see that there is a background, that means there is a review message, but also there is a colored corner triangle, which is red. That means it is a critical review message. We have to resolve this before we e-file, because it can prevent us from filing a return. And when you hover the cursor over it, you can apply the quick fixes. So you can see that that there is an option that we can choose from. So if this client has a property in excess to 100,000 or not, we can choose accordingly. Another thing is a yellow colored corner triangle. That is more of a cautionary. So if you would hover your cursor over it, again, it will provide you an option and you can choose it accordingly. So now let's say this client doesn't want to provide their information to Ontario Health. Let's say no. Now, another way to look into all those review messages is from the review tab from the left-hand side here. And you can look into all the review messages by clicking on all messages from this drop-down arrow. If you need to look into only bulletins, current forms, all of that, you can choose right from here. But let's say you want to quickly look into the review messages that require your attention. So here, to get to the related field from where this review message is coming, you would like to double click on that. And it will take you to the problem field. If you would like, you can simply sign it off. If that's what you want to choose, you would simply click on this check mark. It will resolve that for you. And another thing is that you can use the quick fix by using this light bulb. If you click on it, it will show you the option similar to what it will do within the form. So you can solve all those review messages right from the list. You don't even have to go to those forms if that's what you want. So let's say here, this client did not sell their principal residence in the year, so we can select it accordingly. And in all of those other review messages, the cautionary or bulletins, you can also sign them off. Once you do that, you can see there are no messages that require your attention. And we would like to go to the Transmit tab. Here, you can see that we do have a valid consent already on the file. If not, you would like to get it from your client. And further, you can see that T1 EFILE, we want to confirm this signature. Now, one thing I want to mention here is that if there are review messages outstanding, you will be able to see it right here. How it will look like, let's say this is the one that is there. So you can see that how it is showing now, resolve outstanding error before transmitting. And you can look into that right from here, or you can go into the review tab and then solve it from there. So let's get back to the Transmit tab. It's very easy how you can transmit in the TaxCycle T1 EFILE. So let's say we confirm that paper signature. And once you have selected what you transmit, you can simply click on Transmit Now. And it will transmit for you. Another way to do this is if you are doing this for a family, there is an option for you to do this from the file. So once you have your e-file transmitted, you will see this happy face with all the confirmation information, and you can also look into the NOA as well right from here. But what I want to mention is from the file, there is a transmit family. So if you have a family return, you can see all the members right here for you. And you can see if there are any outstanding error, you can go ahead and resolve that. Once it's done, you would like to come in here, select the people you want to send the return for to the CRA, and then click on transmit. It's that easy to save your time. Now I want to quickly mention about printing in TaxCycle. That is a breeze. It provides you high flexibility. You can customize the way you want to print the forms, letters, or invoices for your client. If I want to print this client's file, how I would do, I would go to the print PDF a tab just below the Transmit tab, and you can see it will show me the print sets on the sidebar according to the conditions defined in the options. And below is the list of forms that will be printed, and also in order they will get print. If you need to change the order, you can easily do that. For example, one of our client mentioned that if they want to have an invoice when they are giving a client copy, if invoice can be can be shifted at the top. It's very easy. You would like to go to the options. There is a little wrench on the left-hand side, and you can change the order as well very easily. Another thing is that if you want to check or uncheck any of these forms to include or exclude from the printing job, you can do that right from here. And once you have it selected, the print sets, the one that you want to print, you would like to click on print selected. And if you want to print each of the print set individually, you can simply click on these individual output. It will create that output for you. If it's something you want to create a TaxCycle PDF, if you want to print hard copy, or if you want to create a PDF, you can all do that right from here. If you need to change the configuration, you would like to click on Edit, and then you can change it right from here. And you can look into many more configurations right from here. And there are situations where you need to single print form, and then for that you can simply open that form and then simply click on Quick Print PDF. It will create it will print or create a PDF depending on what you have chosen. If you are not sure what you have chosen, you can click on Print PDF form and then select the options right from here. So you can see that we have selected PDF, but if we want to have another output, we can choose it accordingly and then save it. All right, this is awesome. You have a lot of flexibility to create your own print sets the way you want to print them. The order you can change. You can include what forms or the letters should appear in that particular print set. All of that you can do in TaxCycle. And now I would stop here because there is always a lot to talk about TaxCycle when we are in the software. So I will go back to the presentation. Now I want to talk about resources. What you have seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot that you can learn. There are a lot of tools that can help you streamline your tax preparation process in TaxCycle. So if you are new to the TaxCycle, you're not alone in learning how best you can use TaxCycle in your tax season. We have introductory videos, which you can watch by clicking on Getting Started. If you need to search any topic, you can browse topics. We have over 500 help topics available. There are a bunch of YouTube videos, tutorial, and a training workbook, which helps you in using step-by-step TaxCycle features in the best way. And then keyboard shortcuts are also available to enable you work faster during the tax season. I strongly encourage you to download a free TaxCycle trial account. You can sign up for a TaxCycle trial today by following this link shown on the screen. Fill out the required information, following the steps to get started. Using the TaxCycle features we have covered today, you can prepare a return to experience firsthand how TaxCycle works and the time it can save you while working on your return. If you have already tried TaxCycle and want to purchase it, visit taxcycle.com/pricing to choose and purchase the license or suite that best fits your need. You can always reach out to our support team at info@taxcycle.com. And also there is a phone number that you can use. You can get it from our website as well. We are very happy to help you either by call or email. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today, and we look forward to being a part of your success with TaxCycle. Again, if you have any question or need further guidance, please don't hesitate to reach out to our support team. Have a good day.